Hop off of Instagram, hop off of Twitter, and hop off of any other social medias. If you're just going to compare yourself and make yourself think that your life is significantly worse than someone else's, when God's blessed you with a beautiful life, a beautiful opportunity, and you clearly have internet or a device to watch this video, so you're blessed. So let's talk about the fundamental pitfall in the world of trading, the dangerous habit of comparing yourself to others. While it may seem like a healthy way to gauge progress, a wealth of psychological research indicates it is a one-way street to emotional distress and financial ruin. Throughout this presentation, I'm going to explore the brain's role, the emotional toll, and the cognitive biases that make a social comparison a treacherous game. 1. Be grateful for your life. God's blessed you with so much. You have the opportunity to boot up YouTube right now. You have the internet. If you have money in your account, that's even better. Okay. If you're losing it, that might be on you, but at least you have the opportunity to try again. Okay. You might have an income source. Okay. Be grateful for your journey. Yes, I understand you might want to look at the next guy just to be motivated, but don't destroy your life. Don't be unsatisfied with your P&L. I've worked with traders to where they weren't satisfied with their P&L because they've seen the next person's P&L. Something that's happened to me, especially early on in my journey. I didn't think 4 figures a trade was a lot just because the next guy was doing 5, 6 figures a trade. Okay. So me not being grateful led me to get closer to God. And that really educated me on just being humble. Okay. Being graceful with the process and just being grateful for every single dollar that you make or lose within the market. If you lose, that's a lesson really. So take that as some information and do something with that. Okay. Don't just take the lesson and sulk, go get sad, go get depressed. Don't cut off your whole family, cut off everyone, start talking to your partner any type of way. Okay. Just relax. I don't care if you just lost 100 bands. You need to go pray to God about it. Be humble. Okay. Be grateful and understand that you can run it up again. Don't let the money attachment and don't let money embody your entire personality, your soul, and everything. Okay, if you lose money, you need to be emotionless. Same thing when you make money. You should pretty much be emotionless. Focus on the discipline, the process, and focus on the structure. And then inshallah, the money will flow in a lot simpler. So let's talk about the brain's reward system. When you see another trader's success, your brain reward centers. And this is what was happening to me. Okay, you would see traders at first in the Lamborghinis with all the watches and chains and stuff that you want, thinking like, oh, okay, I'm gonna hop on the charts. This is easy. And then you might come on the charts, you might start losing money. Okay, and then some of you might think it's a scam, quit, and not be consistent. I'm here to tell you that if God put it in your brain to even think to start trading, you have to keep going. Okay, this is for you. Okay, keep going. Inshallah, don't ever give up. I don't care if you just lost 50 bands, just play smarter. Don't use your whole work check into day trading. Okay, maybe invest some stuff into some shares, some crypto or things like that. Okay, whatever you guys want to do, but just don't put all your money in one vehicle and then destroy it. Diversify your portfolio so then your money is going to always be making you money, inshallah. Understand how to read the support and resistance chart, okay? And that way you can know how to buy at the lows and when to sell at the highs. And particularly the ventral striatum and the medial prefrontal cortex activates whenever you're looking at other people's success too. Okay, this is the same neural pathway that fires when we win money or consume something enjoyable. The brain interprets social status and winning as a reward. So you might be trading for P&L instead of trading at the resistance point. Okay, instead of closing at an area of resistance, if you got in at some support, okay, you caught the whole sweep up and then you don't close because you're P&L trading instead of closing at take profit wherever the chart is. Okay, this is why it's really important to always look at the chart. We play the chart. We do not play P&L. We are not playing our bank account. Okay, we hop on the charts and we're playing that. We are setting strict take profits, strict step losses, and we're going to be playing within our risk to reward parameters. Okay, stick within your risk management rules as well too. If you tell yourself you're going to stick between 1 to 10% of your account, okay, even if you take another loss by just making a quick impulsive move over trading, don't destroy your account by over leveraging and making a bad crash out session go into destruction of your account. Okay. And understand that when we see others' success as a measure of our own failure, it can make us think, am I doing enough? Am I playing heavy enough? Am I going with enough size? And focus on your journey. Don't oversize just because you see the next person's P&L. You don't know what God put them through internally. Okay. They only tell us what we show on the internet. Okay. We don't know all the losses we've gone through. I know personally I've gone through a bunch of losses, gone through frustration, blowing up my accounts. It took me a long time even to first get funded when I first got funded. But once I got it, boom, was able to teach other people how to get funded instantly, teach other people how to make thousands, make my own thousands. Okay, thank God, by just pushing through, being disciplined, and not giving up. So I understand if you're in that down season, keep going. I know you guys might even see a win. Okay, if you're able to make some money from the market, that's an all sign that you need to just keep going. And don't let seeing other people's success trigger a strong aversion signal. Okay, because that can sometimes lead a fight or flight response. And this constant activation of the stress response can lead to poor impulsive decision making. So you have to change your mental framework. Okay, don't look at another person's success. You can be motivated, but don't be sad because you're not making the same as somebody else. Keep going. Focus on God's plan for you and focus on your journey. You got this. Okay, make some goals for yourself so then you can stay focused on your own plan. So the bias lens, comparing yourself to others is a breeding ground for cognitive biases. We are naturally prone to confirmation bias, where we selectively notice and remember the success of others, the wins, but you don't focus on their failures. You don't focus on the years it took. You don't focus on the years of grinding, or if even out of our own mouths, when I tell you guys how many times I failed, when I tell you guys my mom didn't believe me at one point in time. Now she's one of my biggest supporters. When I tell you guys, I went through a lot of struggle for this, people around me thinking that I wasn't going to achieve my goals. Okay. People telling me that I was going to bag groceries. Okay. You have to keep going regardless of whatever is said to you. You have to embody that. You have to transmute all of that pain, all of that anger, whatever you're feeling, that sadness, that disappointment that people don't believe in you, channel that. Okay. You got God. God got you. And you have to channel that towards your success. Stay focused on your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't look at the next person's lane. All you can do is grind and stay in your bag and keep going. And this skewed view confirms our belief that everyone is doing better than us when it's actually not true. And the whole time you're looking at everyone else while they're grinding. You're watching their content. Why aren't you posting content? You getting your bag. Stop looking at everyone else's bag, and you got to stay in your bag. You got to stay focused, tunnel vision, locked in on the goals that you want to achieve. Okay? Focus on God's plan for you. Let's talk about survivorship bias. The only people we see are the winners who have survived and thrived. The vast majority of traders who fail and quit are never seen, creating a false sense of what's normal or easy. Okay, these are people, such as myself included, who've been grinding for years, trading for years, making good money, losing tons of money as well too, overall educating themselves, getting consistent, making consistent profit. And thank God was able to teach people through that education. So don't just think that everyone's around here succeeding and winning. Okay, even the people who have gotten profitable, myself included, a lot of struggle. Okay, April was one of my most consistent months. I day traded almost every single day, won like 25 days, posted a good amount of recaps in all trades and my Discord signals too. Okay, and even while being a successful day trader, right, as well as hitting some successful swing trades, the discipline is all that matters to me. I realize that the money is going to continue to flow, inshallah, as long as I'm structured, as long as I stick to my logistical plan that God has blessed me with in my head. Okay. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep staying locked into my plan. I don't even look at other people's channels. I don't look at other people's social medias. I click not interested on them. I click don't recommend the channel. I don't really watch other traders at all. Okay. That's just because I'm personally not in that sense of education phase. I'm in other education, such as understanding the true grasp of the market. The chart is quite easy to read. Okay, but understanding the real fundamentals of the market, the real fundamentals of what makes an investment a good probable decision, and the economics and tokenomics of cryptocurrency and stocks, as well as Forex, etc., futures, is really just going to separate a good trader from a bad trader. Understanding how volume works, understanding the key technical information needed in order to make imperative decisions within the market. And don't let a cascade of negative emotions flow in. Depression isn't real. And don't let that sadness consume you. Transmute that sadness. Do something with it. And constant comparison is going to lead to dangerous cascade of negative emotions that are toxic to just normal human beings' mindset and traders' mindset. Okay. Envy. Don't let envy confuse. Don't look at the next person's bag. You don't know what they've gone through. Okay. Envy is going to lead to sometimes a desire to replicate someone else's strategy, life, or trades without understanding the underlying context, risk tolerance, or capital behind it. Okay. This is why I don't ultimately like to always just bait you guys with P&L titles. I'll put percentages. I'll put the actual contract cost if I'm trading options. And I'll tell you guys, like, I double my money if I double my money, and show you the live broker. But you can't look at someone's video saying, I just made $50,000, when they could be playing with the $5 million account and have just hit a tiny scalp, you know? So they could say they made 50K in 1 minute, but it depends on the size. It depends if they're over leveraged. So many factors and variable that goes into it other than just making money. So I'm not here to just lie to you guys and tell you guys false things. I give you guys actual contract breakdowns, how much the contract flipped. Okay. You can't just give a false P&L. Okay. Yes, P&L shows how far you've come, but it depends. That money could have not been for trading, made a quick scalp. And next thing you know, they're trying to sell some type of information without any live broker logins, which I always show you guys. Okay. And anxiety and stress. Feeling like you're falling behind creates chronic anxiety, which impairs rational thought and leads to impulsive trading and FOMO. You're not falling behind. Okay. You're in God's plan for you. Okay. If you're feeling that, if you feel like you're falling behind, then just go harder. That's all you could do right now, is go harder. Okay. If you feel like you're behind, if you feel like you're not where you are, do something about it. Okay. Go pray and go grind. Go start that business you've been wanting to start. Go work harder. Go study the charts even more so you can have a good grasp on the setups you're getting into, instead of just burning money over and over and over again. Okay. Go harder. That's what you can do about it. Don't cry. Don't break down. Don't get poopy pants. Just go pray to God, ask for some help, ask for some wisdom, strength, emotional control, stoicism, and just grind and go hard and get out your situation. I don't care if you're in the jam. I don't care if you're 100K in debt. I don't care if you have 10 kids to feed. I don't care if you're going through a rough situation. You can climb out the jam right now. Okay. Just pray to God and go hard, and whatever it is, every single day. Okay. That doesn't mean go hard in trading though. You can't force trading. You can't force setups. Let the setups come to you. Study and understand what S plus setups you want to take. Let's talk about the burnout. The endless cycle of comparison can lead to emotional and mental exhaustion. Once again, stay focused on your plan and your mission that God put in your brain, because ultimately that can cause traders to give up before they've even had a chance to succeed. Like, oh man, I'm only making $50 a trade. How are they millionaires? You don't know the years it took, the amount of trades it takes. Okay, grinding to get the capital to even make decent trades. Okay, go hard, push yourself. And understand that God put you on your own unique path. You can't compare your path to anyone else's, but you can go hard on your path and create your own story that might even motivate somebody else. So your trading story and your story is unique to you. It is shaped by your individual's risk tolerance. Okay, the resources that God put in for you whenever you were a kid. Some people might have wealthier parents, might have some income to the side, disposable. Some people were able to get a job earlier. Some people weren't able to get a job. So it depends on however you were raised, to multiple different scenarios. And just, once again, you can start today. That's all you can do, is start today. You can't cry about the past. You can't change anything in the past. You start today. You can fix it all today. So do it right now. Go run up some capital. If you can go get a job, do that. If you can start a business, go do that. If you can get monetized on YouTube, go do that. Okay, just start trying to get some income and invest into the market, and take your time. Stay on your race. Don't look at the next person in envy and hatred. Okay, God had a whole plan for them. You don't know what they've gone through, but you know what you've gone through. Transmute that pain. If somebody made you angry, if they called you broke, if that girl left you, if that dude left you, if somebody said you weren't going to achieve your goals, if somebody said you weren't going to be nothing, go hard. It's time to go hard. It's time to turn up. Not for them, not to poo-poo on them, but for yourself. Prove to yourself that no matter what anyone says, you know what type of intellect and what type of power you have instilled in you that God put there. So embrace that. Go hard. And the only meaningful comparison is with yourself. Focus on becoming a better you. Pray to God. Ask to become more humble. Ask to get rid of your ego. Ask for an upright mind. Ask to be on the straight path. Okay? Don't be indulgent in random altercations that you don't need to be in. Okay? Stay away from random weird lusts. Stay away from friends that are trying to drag you to parties, trying to hold you down, trying to make you spend bread that you don't even have. Stay away from substances that keep you in loops, buying it over and over and over again. Stay away from certain things and just get in your bag. Wake up, pray to God, work out, and get straight to your craft. And start running up these M's. Okay, I'm really proud of you guys. All my mentorship students, you guys have been progressing extremely well. May God bless all of your hearts. Thank you for watching. Celebrate your wins too. Okay, learn from your losses and refine your own unique edge. And stay focused on God's plan that he made for you. Love you guys so much. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.